let me know if this is working. I really don't know how to do any of this stuff. Can you guys hear me? Okay, let me know if the music is too loud or you can't hear me, because I know I'm quiet. Oh yeah, it works. That's great. Finally, am I right? Let's see. So I think I'm gonna be drawing some art fight attacks, because I am so behind on that. By the way, hi Tick. Okay, I can turn the music down a little bit. Yeah, I'm working on yours right now, I think, Bella. I just can't find it currently. Okay, I'll get my mic volume up then. Seems like my music's a little bit too loud. I can't find it. Hey, Fun Size! I will warn you guys that I guess the video is really far behind, because I say stuff and then 5 minutes later you guys comment on it. So, sorry about that. I guess bad internet here. Okay, I'm glad that's better. So here's the thing, I was gone for the first 2 weeks of Art Fight, and like everyone that was my friend attacked me, so yeah. I can't believe I'm actually doing this. This is so cool. Yeah, it's my first time streaming. I finally did it, Fun Size. My brush size is so broken. I might have to restart Krita and go through this entire process again. You're very welcome. I'm just disappointed that Krita's broken. I don't know why. What is going on? Okay. What are you doing? I really hope this isn't a recurring problem. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel, Raindrop. Always a new problem. So now it's... Oh boy. I'm gonna have to close and reopen Krita, and who knows what will happen now. Sorry guys, hold on. Hey son! Thank you, Sunbee. This is the most janky stream you've probably ever seen in your life, isn't it? But only in the best way possible. Yeah, it's was completely made for me by something called Streamlabs. I'm not good enough to do something like that by myself. I think it's only on computers. I wouldn't know because I just got it today. I haven't researched it much, but I think so. Oh, thank you, Nightlight. Sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, okay. Oh, boy. It is free, otherwise I would not be using it because I am broke. I think it's working now. I think it's working now. Janky stream, let's go. So, when it comes to streaming, I don't really know what most people do. Broke life, blessed life. Oh, that's so cool, Nightlight. Poor people problems. Sounds like a first world issue, to be honest. Is there anything you guys want to talk about or have me talk about? Because that was kind of the intention of these streams. This is not an official stream because this is my first time doing any of this stuff. Preach. Oh, thank you, Firecaster. I was not expecting there to be 9 people watching my first stream. This is really sweet. Thank you, guys. So, today we had Bible study. Jesus, talk about Jesus. Well, I intend to. We had Bible study today, and I think the passage was out of Romans 13. This is the first time I've been to this Bible study because I just moved into my new apartment. Okay, bye, Simple Toast. I just moved into my new apartment. It's in the same building as my grandmother's and my uncle's apartment. So I'm going to her church and her Bible study now. And we were talking about Romans 13. I don't have my Bible on me, so I can't really read it to you guys, but it's talking about, it's one of the do not judge verses. It's not the, lest you be judged. It's not that one, but it's another one. It's like, don't judge your brothers because you don't really know what's going on kind of thing. But, it was really interesting because, in the Bible, there's verses like, do not judge lest you be judged, but then it also, mentions that we're supposed to judge in righteousness and stuff, and all these, commandments about how we're supposed to judge. So it was interesting to think about and talk about with these, wiser, older ladies. How do we define judge, and how does that affect our understanding of, our role as Christians? So I actually got a few notes from Bible study because, that's what I do. You got a bean in fun size. I am a big guy now. Big kid now. My goodness, my brain. I'm all grown up. I don't like it though. Anyways, the notes from the Bible study today is that people get mad about Christians judging today all the time. That's something that I hear online a lot, is that you shouldn't judge. You're supposed to love these people, all that kind of stuff. But there are verses saying that we should judge with wisdom, and wisdom is from God. I don't know the passages. I was paraphrasing. I could try to find them if anyone is interested. So as Christians, we're supposed to judge people by God's standards, quote unquote judge. And God's standards are mainly that everyone is precious and in dire need of being saved from their sins. So I feel like if we judge from that perspective, that we're not judging just like, oh, I'm better than this person, but like, this person needs my help, this person needs God's help, this person is just as bad as I am, as I was, I want to help them. That's that's how we're supposed to see people. I'm gonna get my Bible just because I have the rest of my notes have Bible passages in them, so I'll be right back. Bellamates is literally wrapping the entire Bible right now. Okay, let me pull out my Living Waters Bible real quick. So the first passage I was thinking about is from Matthew 7:1. Which is literally at the beginning of the temple. I can't find it. So this is the judge not that you be not judged, for what judgment you judge you will be judged by, and with the measure you use it will be measured back to you. And why do you look at the speck in your brother's eye? Do not consider the plank in your own. Or how can you say that to your brother, let me remove the speck from your eye, and look, a plank is in your own eye? Hypocrite, first remove the plank from your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. So the same standards that we judge others by will be judged by ourselves, which means we have a huge responsibility to ourselves to, have the right standards to judge by, I guess. Because, the ultimate thing is not, oh, is he doing this particular sin? The ultimate thing is whether or not you are God's own and whether you're going to heaven when you die. I think that's, My second passage is from John 7:24. It says, do not judge according to appearance, but judge with righteous judgment. So this is one of the passages that commands us to judge, which feels like a direct, contradiction with the judge not verse. But I think this is important because it kind of brings the idea that we are supposed to judge using holy judgment rather than God's judgment, not our own judgment based on appearances. As humans, we often judge things by appearances. It's just a part of our nature. Thank you. Thank you, Bella. We're judging by humankind's we're not supposed to judge by human expectations of people. Appearances don't matter. We judge holy, I guess. I'm rambling, sorry. I'm not going to read the next passages because they're kind of long, but John 12:47-ish, that area. It's talking about how it's God's judge to mercifully, it's God's judge to it's God's job to judge, and the final judgment has not come yet, thank goodness. Jesus didn't come to judge, which is what this verse is talking about. It wasn't his time yet to judge, but to save and serve, and we are meant to imitate Christ. So right now, it's not our job to judge. It's our job to save people and, serve them. And then Romans 2:2-3 is also talking about how it's very dangerous to be a hypocrite. I thought it was kind of interesting. This is kind of like how I interpreted the evidence, is that there is a kind of judgment that's needed to exist in the world to know right from wrong and good from evil. To know how to witness to someone and how to serve people and how to be a good Christian. But our job is not to pass judgment or consider what a person deserves. That's God's job. We don't get to decide, oh, this person's evil, he's going to hell. That's not our job to decide. We can't see the heart. Only God can see the heart. And we're not supposed to judge by appearances. And also we need to be very careful that when we're judging evil, we don't have it ourselves. Not only does that make us a hypocrite, which the Bible warns about several times, it also clouds our judgment. And then my final thing was no sinner is worse than another. You had a dream about the second coming. That's really interesting. I'd like to hear about it. Yeah, I'm done talking now. Go ahead. Yeah, I always like that verse that God does not wish that one soul be lost or something like that. I don't have the verse reference on me, sorry. God doesn't desire that a sinner would go to hell. That's not his desire, but that will happen if you don't accept Jesus into your life. But you're right. The most important thing is that God loves everyone, and we should reflect that, even if it's hard. I mean, all dreams are kind of hard to remember the details. I don't really remember all the details from any of my dreams. Okay, bye, Raindrop. Thank you, and have a good day, too. The reference picture, if you go into edit, you can click paste as reference image right here. So you can, yeah, if you like copy an image, I think you can also just drag one in from your pictures. I don't know if this is showing up on the stream because I don't know if it counts as a separate window or not. Go under edit and then go down to where it says paste this reference image. I don't know how to do it in any other program because I only use Krita. Hey Fluffin' Puffin. What time is it there for you? I don't know if you're supposed to just be awake right now. I am doing good. I am tired, but I am doing good. Okay. I'm glad you're sleeping properly. Are you doing well? Yeah. Are you also doing well now? By the way, Bellamates, I am following along. I'm just, yeah, responding to other things too. The dream's really interesting. That's a really interesting dream. I haven't really been dreaming at all recently, which is interesting, because I usually do dream a lot. I miss you too. There's no one here to pester me constantly. Guess how many hours of sleep I got last night? Man, Sun does not have any faith in me at all. It was 5 hours. I got 5 hours of sleep. I'm getting threatened. I don't know how I feel about this. I would not be doing a stream if it was less than 4. I don't know how to interpret a dream like that. I mean, I think I've only been able to interpret a dream once or twice in my life, and I don't know if I was even in the Holy Spirit when I was doing it. I was just like, this sounds right. So I'm not the person to ask for this. If you guys want me to do anything else other than draw, I can try other things. It might take a while to set up, but I think I got the program figured out now. Thank you, son. It's one of Bella's characters that I have not revenged because I've been busy. Yes, I do want a topic to talk about, please, Puffin. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just kind of rambling. That's true, Nightlight. Some of them are pretty random, but I feel like whenever something has anything to do with the church or like the Bible or Jesus in it, it usually has a meaning, or at least it's like can serve as encouragement because, well, I mean, that's just from my personal experience, I guess. Huh. I could talk about a dream I had a long time ago. Is the audio not synced with the video? I just wanted to make sure because I'm nervous. What does heaven look like to you? What? Huh? Heaven. The audio is what? The audio is lagging? Everyone says it's okay. Okay, I'm gonna answer Fluff and Puffin's thing first, and then I'll go back to my dream because it's kind of boring. When I was little, I had these like little picture books. I mean, I wouldn't say picture books because they were like full, beautiful paintings, but they were made for children. And I remember one of them was called like I Got a Nickel in My Pocket or something, and it was like how to use money wisely as a Christian kid and stuff. And one of them was the adaptation of Heaven is for Real. It was called Heaven is for Real for Kids. And I don't know if you know that story. It's a little boy who died and saw heaven and then was brought back, or supposedly a lot of people don't believe that it actually happened. I don't really have an opinion. But the art in that book was really beautiful, and as a child that was kind of like the only visual representation of heaven I ever had. I had no influence on that, like nothing to do with the floating on a cloud with a harp kind of thing, which I think is funny that a lot of people, that's how they see heaven nowadays. That was kind of how I saw heaven. It was this beautiful, I think I remember a poppy field, this gorgeous poppy field, and like this mother and father running through the field with their son, and there was also this page about just people jumping off of a waterfall, I think, without having to be afraid of dying when they hit the bottom, and I'm like, that is something I totally want to do when I get to heaven. And so even to this day, I'm still like, that's the first thing I'm going to do when I get to heaven after, like, talking to Jesus and talking to my favorite people in the Bible is, jumping off of a waterfall, because I just think that's the coolest idea. There's obviously the parts that we know about, like the banquet feast of the Lamb, and you know, like that's all I can think of at the top of my head is the banquet feast. Oh, okay, the audio sync. Sorry. You like mini golf, Joshua? That's really cool. I could actually try to find the image I was thinking of if I just go on the internet real quick. I don't know if it'll let me see the inside. might have actually not been... I can't find it. Sorry. I think I was mixing up one book with another one. It's not the book I thought I was thinking of. Didn't have the beautiful art I was thinking of, so I don't remember the name of it. Which is sad. Yeah, it feels like if nothing goes wrong, I think we'll probably remember our lives and be like, yeah, remember when we had pain and this kind of stuff and how we had to deal with temptations every day? Remember that? You had to deal with that. I think I'm going to be saying that to people like millions of years in the future. I think the biggest thing I'm looking forward to when I go to heaven is not being tempted. Suffering doesn't feel like that big of a deal for me. Yeah, my tiny peanut brain can't understand either. I can deal with suffering, I can deal with sorrow and this kind of stuff, but it's the idea that I continuously sin. That's the thing I'm looking forward to most, not being a problem anymore, I guess. You know, just the idea that I'll never have to worry about, you know, doing something wrong. But I mean, of course, the food is gonna be awesome. Here's a question. Do you think we're gonna have like steak and bacon in heaven? Maybe we'll have a fruit that tastes like steak. Where does the steak come from, though? I love bacon. I wonder if there'll be like a fruit tree that has like bacon fruit on it. It'll grow like cherries, like 2 per stem. I have a feeling that the food that we'll have in heaven will be so much better than anything we've tasted on earth. Like, maybe it's a better version of what we already have, like, apple but perfect kind of thing. Or maybe just something completely new, because, you know, God is so creative. He might just make something completely new. just fall on a pile of fruit and just absorb it all into your body. Yeah, the book I read, I don't think he mentioned anything about, like, food. So the worst thing, don't call me blasphemous, but I've always thought, like, the worst thing about heaven is that you're not going to get married there. Like, there's no such thing as being married in heaven, because marriage is a symbol of Jesus and the church. And since Jesus and the church are united perfectly, there's no need for that symbol anymore. But I was always like, wait, I don't get to get married in heaven, because I was always, as a little kid, I'm like, I'll just live my life single, and then when I get to heaven, I'll get married there, where I can find the perfect guy easily. My little, like, 6-year-old heart was broken by the fact that there's no such thing as marriage in heaven. Okay, see you, son. Fluffin' Puffin asks, okay, here's another question if you want to answer it. How do you think growing up as a missionary kid has influenced your life better or for worse? Oh boy. Yes, exactly, Bella Mates. As a missionary kid, oh boy, there's so much to think about. I think just the idea of like living in a different country from America gives you a huge perspective on a lot of things. Like, well, you know, you're grateful for the things that you have, I guess. I'm really grateful I did not grow up in America because I don't know how I would have turned out having like constant access to the internet and constant access to people who, you know, are not Christians or are Christians but not moral Christians. And, you know, all this kind of stuff. I don't know how it turned out because I was struggling enough as it is, like, isolated halfway across the world. Not halfway across the world, all the way on the other side of the world. During my furry phase, I don't know if I would have gotten out of that if I was in America, because in America, I could have probably ordered a furry suit, like, convinced my parents to. I don't know if they would have let me ever, but, you know, it's a possibility. I might have found other people that, you know, liked doing that kind of thing, and, you know, I may never have gotten out of it. But the isolation in Papua New Guinea, where I just felt like I couldn't talk to anyone about it, was actually for the best, because then there was no one supporting my action. No one, like, telling me that what I was doing was okay. During my trans phase, where I thought I was a guy for, like, half a year, I didn't say anything to anyone. Actually, I don't know how many people that are close to me actually knew that I went through that, but, I don't, yeah. Especially, like, modern times, like, right now, if I came out as saying, oh, I'm Christian and I'm trans, but I don't want to tell my parents, they probably would have taken me, they would probably take me away from my parents and, you know, give me surgery right now. I don't know during that time if it was that bad, because I wasn't here, and I wasn't, like, following the news. But I'm grateful for the fact that I've been isolated from all this craziness, and I get to watch it from, like, a, you know, theater seat instead of being stuck right in the middle of it. Because for the sake of my mental health and my Christianity, that was probably for the best. Okay, bye. Yes, I definitely would love to meet you. I don't know if I want to go to Florida again. It was pure misery when I was there last time. It was the middle of summer and the air conditioning was broken. But I would love to meet you. Florida's scary, man, okay? I'm scared to get picked up and carried off by mosquitoes, and this is coming from a person who grew up on a tropical island in the Pacific. Favorite story from Florida was a man robbing a Wendy's with an alligator. Florida man. We got pools. That's true. You guys have the best pools probably anywhere I've been. Not the cleanest though. Yeah. But your cities are really pretty actually, because I feel like there's not enough room to like get massive amounts of infrastructure, and because it's like on a marsh. At least the places we went to, it was kind of like small high-rise apartments and small skyscrapers, kind of spread out, and it just felt like, you know, a really cool beach vibe kind of thing. It was really cool to be there. And the beaches are pretty. For real, the mosquitoes. That is true. The thing is that I think, like, the major reason why people like Florida is the beaches, and I grew up in a place that probably has the best unpolluted, best looking, most gorgeous beaches in the world. So anything that's, like, a little bit short of that is just, like, pfft, who cares? So, you know, you can't compete with Papua New Guinea when it comes to beaches. Because I have been carried off by mosquitoes. Oh my goodness. I went to Texas and I was standing outside for, like, 3 minutes. I was looking something on my phone and my dad walked away and this massive cloud of mosquitoes just came out of the bush and just attacked me. And I got bit 20 times in the space of, like, 5 seconds. So I was running away, slapping. My dad was like, "Are you okay? What happened?" I'm like, "Mosquitoes." The book is called My Time in Heaven by Richard Sigmund. Melbourne, the east coast of Florida? Because there's a Melbourne in Australia, and that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, if I ever go to Florida, I'll be sure to let you know and I can stop by. That'd be really cool. Although I don't know the next time I'm gonna go to Florida is gonna be. I just killed Fluff and Puffin, oh no. I was gonna tell you about my dream, wasn't I? I completely forgot about that. So back when I was like, I must have been like 5 or 6, I had a dream. I thought it was a prophetic dream when I had it, but like, it had enough qualities to make me wonder if it was like that child dream where all the things that you had interacted with that day come back in a dream. So I promised myself that when if I turned 18 and still remembered the dream, that I would take it more seriously. So I just turned 18 and I still remember the dream. So my grandparents lived in this house by the Ohio River, in Aurora, Indiana. It's a really gorgeous house, but it's like miles away from anything. There's like one store in the area. Actually, now it's a pretty beautiful town because someone has spent a lot of money on it because a casino grew up right next to it. But it's a gorgeous house. It's 2 stories. So I was always terrified going in the basement because one summer my uncle caught a snake in the basement. And it was just little tiny garter snake that probably came in because it was cold, or came in because it was too hot outside. And I never saw the snake, so I never realized like how small it was until much later when people were showing me pictures. But I was terrified. There's like these massive anaconda-sized snakes in the boiler room of the basement, and I thought that's why the boiler room was always hissing, even though that was the boilers in the boiler room. And even after I knew the fact that that was just the boilers hissing and there's no such thing as snakes living just in the boiler room. But so my dream was that I was going down into the basement and there was a bunch of snakes there and I was running away from these snakes, and then all of a sudden there's this wood shredder, I guess, because my parents had just been chopping down trees in the front yard of our house, and they had this huge shredder. The thing didn't scare me, but like I had a healthy respect for it, because the thing is that I was watching it all day long shred up these massive trees into like little tiny wood chips. So I was always nervous going in the front yard while that thing was running. So I was cornered between the snakes and this wood shredder, and I was terrified, and you know. So I ran upstairs to where, you know, all the adults usually hang out. And it wasn't just my family that was visiting like we usually do. It was everyone at our church and all my like strong Christian friends. They were all hanging out, having a good time, laughing and partying and that kind of thing. And I ran up and told them, like, there's a bunch of snakes in the basement and there's a wood shredder there. And it's really dangerous. Someone could get hurt if they stay there. And all of them looked at me and were like, oh, it's fine, you know, you're just making it up, or no one's gonna get hurt, it's completely fine. So I was like, wait a second, aren't adults supposed to fix this problem? What am I supposed to do? Someone's gonna get hurt if they go down there. So I went down there, and I don't remember the process events because it was, 10 years ago. But I think I threw the snakes into the wood shredder, which adequately destroyed them both. And I remember being so proud of myself, but I'm like, wait a second, I can't go tell anyone because they didn't believe they was actually here. But then I was like, well, I'm happy because I just saved someone's life. Someone was gonna come down here and get bitten by a snake or get caught in the wood shredder, and I just saved their life. And that was the end of the dream. And at the time, I was like, oh, this means I'm gonna be a missionary or martyr or something. I'm gonna go to far off countries because other people won't do it. And then my mom was like, oh, it just sounds like you're just having a weird dream because you've just been thinking too much about the snakes in the basement and the wood shredder in the yard. So I was like, okay, if I remember this when I grow up, that means it meant something. If I don't remember it, it's just a childish dream. So I remember the dream until now, which means I guess it meant something. I don't know how that works, but yeah. Yeah, I would love to meet you once you get out of college. Once I get out of college or whatever I'm doing, I probably will be flexible too. I was planning on going on a trip with my brother at some point anyways, because that was something we wanted to do. All the snakes, yes. Oh, what's your other dream? This is taking me so long. I don't know why it's taking me forever to color in this little woof girl. I don't know what they're called because I haven't played the game yet. Yeah, like Fluff and Puffin, your dreams are the best. They're the yeah. Undisputably the best dreams anyone has ever had is your dreams, because they always involve a drug cartel or something. I hope you don't have to find meaning in those dreams. Zonai, sorry. I still need to play this game, but I am too broke to afford a Nintendo Switch. There's no way I'm gonna buy that now that I'm independent. I don't even have a job yet. I also don't have a TV, so that might make things difficult. Hi, Jeremiah. One of my friends has interesting dreams sometimes. Oh, that reminds me from what you said. I went and watched Sound of Freedom last night, and I was gonna edit a video about that. I completely forgot because I was, doing other things until 5 a.m. I can work at Chick-fil-A. Why would you want to do that? Didn't they just go woke too? Like they had the rainbow signs or something? Yes. There was this meme that was like the Bible bashers, and it's like he's just slapping people with his Bible going around. He's like, I'll pray for you, I'll pray for you, I'll pray for you. It was really funny. Yeah, well now I'll know if you ever say I'll pray for you, that you're mad at me. Yeah, I thought they did something during June. I'm I'm not 100% certain, but we've been avoiding, like, it's been really hard to avoid the woke restaurants because it's like literally every single thing. Basically the only place left we can eat is Denny's, and I hate Denny's. Oh, I just realized her ears are white. Dang it. Diversity training classes. Oh. That sounds interesting. What am I supposed to do now? I didn't realize her ears were white. That's true, some are privately owned. Why the hate for D? Oh, Denny's. So, my first ever time ordering in a restaurant by myself was at Denny's, and it was traumatizing, so now I don't like Denny's anymore. I'm drawing Bella Mate's character. I don't remember her name. Oh, it's just called Bella, right? Why don't you use a clipping layer? Cause I'm stupid, that's why. I'm just gonna take my selection tool and cheat, I guess. I already messed up. I can never get clipping layers to look good, which it shouldn't be that hard, but it is for me. All the best theological discussions I had were at Denny's. Well, maybe I'll have to get you to take me to Denny's then, because I'll always be traumatized by that. And then the inside of her ears are... Why is your character design so difficult for me to follow? If only I was looking at the reference I conveniently have on the side of my paper. Oh, I forgot about the DTIS. IYS, whatever it's called. I'm not gonna promise anything right now because I am so behind in Art Fight and I haven't posted a video in ages, so I'm not gonna make any promises. I am gonna go find a better chair because I've been sitting on this wooden stool for the past hour and I'm dying. Oh boy, this is really short. Maybe I put a pillow on top of the stool? All I know is Chick-fil-A isn't homophobic, just people don't do their research. They just revolt about things they don't know, and most of the word woke I know is that they took down the Christian music. I mean, if you're gonna have, like, management courses on how to be inclusive about homosexuality and all this LGBTQ stuff, I don't feel comfortable eating at a place like that. And especially because people went to so much trouble to keep Chick-fil-A open when people were trying to close it. All the Christians, went to so much effort to keep it open and all this. Yeah, and it just kind of feels like we've been backstabbed, I guess. I'm gonna add your ref struggles to my quote book. I don't know about recent stuff. Are you just going to arrange a schedule for streaming, or will you stream whenever you got it? I think it'd probably best for me to record to get a schedule up, but I am not that organized. I feel like I probably schedule streams once a week, maybe, hopefully, and then whenever I want to, besides that one time, I will also stream. So, I'll have the time where everyone can prepare to come, and then just random streams whenever I feel like it, I guess. Is Denny's a Christian restaurant? I don't know. I don't think I've ever eaten at Denny's before I went by myself, so I have no clue. Oh, now it's too tall. I don't know what to do about this. My butt hurts, okay? Delete your streams once you're done? Please don't. I'm planning on, if I say something profound and worth quoting, I think I'm gonna like edit it into a small video, but I think I'm gonna leave my streams up. I wasn't planning on leaving this one up because it was supposed to be my first try and everything, and I didn't expect it to go on longer than 5 minutes. But yeah, I think I'll leave it up. Has anyone else gotten tired of the music already? I think it's repeated 3 times. I'm already sick of it. I could find like Christian acoustic music actually. I don't know if I have that downloaded. Uncomfy problems. Totally. I'm gonna go try to find some more music. I have some Christian playlists, but I think they're lyric music. I have Hyrule Lo-Fi. I have a bunch of orchestral arrangements of stuff. Instrumental indie folk. Elevation music. Is that Elevation Worship the church? Yeah, do you want me to do Hyrule Lo-Fi? Sorry, you guys, I think I'm really delayed. So I'm seeing your responses really late. I am doing Hyrule Lo-Fi. Hi, Tinyger. Sorry, yeah, there wasn't any warning because this was just supposed to be testing stream, and then people wanted me to continue going on, so. I would have announced it if I thought anyone would be interested in watching, but here we are. Oh, Walk on Water? I wonder if that's the one I'm thinking of. Oh, so my brain is bouncing around because I have very little sleep last night, but on the topic of streaming schedules, I think the day after tomorrow, me and Sunday are gonna do a stream. Oh, how am I supposed to say, how am I supposed to say your name then? I'm sorry. Is it Tinyger? Tinyger? Tinyger. Yes, that's the song. Yeah, I like that song. I didn't know they did that one. It's really, really catchy, even though the lyrics don't really mean very much, but yeah, it's a really cool song. All are right, okay. Sleep is important. I've learned my lesson. But I mean, what can I say? I'm an insomniac. I can't really just choose to sleep. What was I talking about before? Oh, me and Sunby are gonna do a stream the day after tomorrow. I don't know what time it is because I might have something going on, as in a job interview. I don't know how fast Answers in Genesis gets back after you submit your resume. Oh, that reminds me. I'm applying to work at the Creation Museum, which is gonna be really cool if I actually get the job because, you know, Answers in Genesis have been like a huge component of my spiritual walk with Christ. So, it'll be really cool if I get to work there. But, depending on how fast they go through resumes, I might have a job interview that day, or I might just have a complete day off, which would be amazing because I've been nothing but busy for the past 8 weeks. More than that, for the past half year, honestly. And it'd be nice just to catch a break. But hopefully sometime the day after tomorrow, which is going to be... What day is it today? It's going to be Thursday. Hopefully sometime on Thursday, me and her are going to be streaming Creatures of Scenaria. Remember to keep a glass of water streaming. I have a pot of flowers right next to me. Does that count? Can I drink the flowers? Yeah, I really hope I get the job too. That'd be awesome. It's probably just gonna be retail or something because I don't really, it's just for 2 months and, you know, I can't have that big of a commitment for 2 months, but it'd be really awesome to work there. That reminds me, I do have Roblox downloaded on my computer if you guys want me to play that instead of drawing. I never thought I would ever download Roblox in my life. Ah, dang it. I have water somewhere in here. I don't know where it is though. I've already lost my stuff and it's like the 3rd day of moving into my new apartment. Yeah, Streamlabs, I got completely confused by, like, the first 5 minutes, like, what I was supposed to do. I was even following a tutorial and I got completely lost. But I figured it out eventually. Skin Monkey. I don't know when I'm gonna be streaming. Depending on a lot of factors, I would like to do it in the morning. But I have no clue if... Yeah. If the job interview is scheduled for Thursday, it'll probably be in the afternoon. If not, it's gonna be in the morning. What's Skin Monkey? Are you wearing your skin suit right now? What the Flip Piper? I mean, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. What the Flip Fluff and Puffin? I'm so sorry. I just doxed you. Yes, please send me a picture. The more blackmail I have on her, the better. Everyone forget her name really quickly. You heard nothing, okay? No one's supposed to know her name. Because she's a secret agent in Russia. We're very close to 200 subscribers, I just realized. Okay, thank you. You heard nothing. Why does she have like 3 different colors of hair? Dang it, I'm really bad at this. Yeah, of course, you can show people my channel. I don't mind. See you later. Thank you for joining the stream. I will try to get the drawing done in a little bit. Why is this not? I feel like it's really obvious where it's not connecting. Where? What did I mess up? Huh? Oh. I'm wondering if... wonder if that fixes it. Oh, okay, that fixes it. Okay. I will see if I can get it. Do you want me to show people? The art style take you to create. Do you guys want me to show you some of my old art? My Google chat isn't loading. I don't know why. I have to get on my phone, I guess. Who knew how hard it would be on my computer for me to be running a stream? Oh, my mom and dad, or my mom, I mean, just said that she's watching the stream too. Sorry I didn't see your text, Fluffin' Puffin. I didn't have my phone turned on. Okay. This is what Fluffin' Puffin wanted me to show you guys. Welcome back, son. You arrived just in time. That's Fluffin' Puffin's skin suit that I gave her before I left. It's like a anatomy diagram that you can wear. Hi, Horizon! I just forgot that I promised my mom I'd work on my resume with her. I'm gonna have to face reveal. Yes, totally. I'm gonna have to end the stream in like half an hour because I forgot I was gonna do something with my mom. Yes, you can friend me on Roblox. I don't know how to do that. I just downloaded it yesterday, and I can't really open it right now because I've got the stream going, but, I don't know how to get this. I don't know how to get the link to you, sorry. How about next time, when I'm playing with Sun, I can show you my profile and you can figure out how to... Didn't you already do a face reveal a while back? No, Fluffin' Puffin just did a face reveal. That was her skin suit. So talking about how I developed my style, there were several artists that I really liked watching, I guess. There was a time where I was like trying to aim for anime when I was watching Ross Draws and Sam Does Art. I don't really watch them anymore because, well, for one, Sam Does Art, yeah, he's kind of gotten weird. I also used to watch someone called Colleen. She does stuff too. Kind of anime-ish art, but I was just scrolling around on Pinterest and there was a specific picture. I could try to find it actually, because the one picture absolutely changed my art style. Okay, bye Tinyger. And yeah, I also can't wait for the stream. No, no worries. I can't load my Pinterest, so I'll have to show some of you guys later. But there was a specific picture that I'm like, I really love how this artist draws her faces. And so I just kind of copied the eyes especially, several times over. Sorry, my grandma's texting me. I just copied the eyes several times over, and I was like, this is how I want to be able to draw. So I just completely shifted my style from more anime to whatever the flip I have now, because I don't know what this is called. Oh boy. Yeah, of course you can ask a question. You don't even need to ask that. That's why I'm here, to answer questions. Probably mostly incorrectly, but yes. Oh, thank you, Horizon. I didn't see your message, sorry. Your, comment? Live chat? I don't know what to call it. Serialism? Yes, absolutely. Serialism. That too. Oh boy. Going back to the original conversation in heaven, where do you get your beliefs for heaven? Do you have any verses to support your views? Do you mean when I was talking about the banquet feast, or when I was talking about how there's going to be waterfalls in heaven? Or... any either. So the idea of like waterfalls and like, you know, being able to do things without getting hurt, that I wasn't asserting that as like a view of heaven. I was just saying that was kind of how I was raised on, and that's how I think of heaven. Because that was in the book Heaven is Real for Kids. I don't actually, you know, there's no verses to support that. The banquet feast, it would take me a while to find it. Hold on. Oh, I just got a link that said 23 Bible verses about Messianic banquet. Generally speaking. To be honest, I haven't, like, spent a lot of time thinking about what heaven is gonna be like, because, honestly, it doesn't, it kind of sounds weird for me to say it, but it doesn't really matter, because I know it's gonna be perfect and great, no matter what the Bible says about it, I guess. Is how I think about it. Here's some verses about the banquet feast in heaven. It says, the Lord of hosts will prepare a lavish banquet for all peoples on this mountain, a banquet of aged wine, choice pieces of marrow, and refined aged wine in Isaiah 25:6. Luke 14:15. When one of these two were reclining at the table, he heard this. He said to them, blessed is the one who will eat the bread in the kingdom of God. Psalm 23:5. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You've anointed my head with oil. My cup overflows. Job 36:16. Then indeed he enticed you from the mouth of distress, instead of a broad place with no constraint, and that was when he was set on your table full of fatness. Isaiah 1:19, if you consent and obey, you will eat the best of the land. There's a lot more. I could actually put the link in the chat if you want me to. But I think the biggest, like, proponent for the fact that I think that there is going to be a banquet feast is that it kind of mirrors the fact that when the Israelites went to the Promised Land after a lifetime of wandering around in the desert, not having very much to eat, but still being provided for by the Lord, that the land is described as a land floating with milk and honey. And I think that's supposed to be a reflection of heaven. If you want to take a look at the Bible verses, I know there are a few that directly refer to the banquet in heaven. Like, I'm just paraphrasing here, but when Jesus says that he's not going to drink wine until he comes into his kingdom at Passover, the Last Supper. But yeah, again, it's not something I've thought about a lot, because once again, I don't, it doesn't really matter what I think heaven should be like. Whatever God's going to do is going to be so much better than anything I could ever imagine. Someone asked me a question before. I don't remember if I answered it or not. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I understand. Favorite book of the Bible. Oh, sorry. Favorite book of the Bible. I think it's honestly gonna have to be Acts, just because I love how it's just like a pure instruction manual for how church and the Christian life is supposed to operate, I guess. The Acts 2 church has got to be like one of my favorite things, and something I constantly strive for in my own life, and like encouraging other people to be a part of. But close second would probably be Romans, just because it's, again, another guidebook for how to be a Christian, and I feel like it's very important to the Christian faith. Can't get her eye color. Ah. Have you heard of Sight and Sound Theaters? It's a theater that reacts differently to stories of the Bible. Recreates different stories of the Bible. I haven't actually. I'll look that up. I didn't know there was such a thing. I forgot to give her cheek fluff, so now I don't know what to do about the special art on the cheek fluff. She has spots on her too. Oh, I can change my emotions with this little character. Yeah, I'll look up what do you call it? Sight and Sound Theaters. Anyways, I can change my expressions, so now I can, like, you know, be sad, or I guess this is my eyes closed, and this is like serious in case I want to say something extra profound. I can also blink really, really fast. Senpai? If I had to choose, I would say that Ecclesiastes is my favorite book of the Bible. It was the first book of the Bible I read all the way through, and it was the catalyst God converted me with. I'll be completely honest, the last time I read Ecclesiastes, I wasn't paying very much attention. I don't really remember what it was about. I know a lot of people really like it. This sounds terrible, like I'm like reviewing a book or something, and this is a part of the Bible. I'm not as familiar with it as I should be, but, hey, that's something to work on. Maybe I will read the Bible more now. Yeah, it'd be awesome if you could work at the theaters one day. I have no clue how to shade things that have fur. Yeah, like cell shading doesn't work because it just looks like they're smooth and shiny. But, it's something that I've been trying to learn for a while. It just, every time I draw something fluffy, feathery, hairy, it just looks really weird, and I don't know how to fix it. Yeah, I'll definitely try to read Ecclesiastes soon. Futility of utilities, all is futility. Oh, it's that book. Is it like meaningless, meaningless, everything is meaningless, the grass withers and the flower fades? Proverbs is good. It's easy to read because it's like your attention is reset every 5 seconds just because like it's not consistent. Why do you feel bad, Fun Size? What happened? Yeah, Matthew is good. I feel like it's the easiest to understand for me out of all the Gospels. Just because, like, I don't know. He's really straightforward about everything. I think I accidentally dropped an F-bomb while streaming and I did not mean to. I feel so bad. Are you streaming too? Conclusion, when everything has been heard, is fear God and keep his commandments, because this applies to every person. For God will bring every act to judgment, everything which is hidden, whether it is good or evil. Vain, futile, meaningless, worthless. The wording just depends on your translation. Yes, everything is awful, basically. Is that also the nothing is new under the sun? My goal is to read all the Gospels before camp. When are you going to camp? The last chapter is good, though. Yeah, the last chapter, I think that's something I remember from reading it a long time ago, was that the last chapter, despite the entire thing being, like, life is awful and everything is terrible. The last chapter is like, oh yeah, God's got it, it's fine. Everything's okay. It was a really weird way to end the book, but yeah, you're right, it's a really good ending. I was, now I'm not. Sorry I missed your stream. Dang it. I'm gonna go camp at the end of this month. It's called Camp Hickory Hill. Which state is that in? My little brother was just there. My favorite gospel is Luke. It's the most exhaustive and it was really one that I read all the way through, so it holds a special place in my heart. You know, wait, that's so cool. You guys are both in New York. I didn't know that. That's really cool. What color are this person's earrings? Well, I know you're in New York, Fun Size, but I didn't know that Horizon was. That is completely new information for me. It's really cool you guys like know the same place. That is a really small world, isn't it? Well, now she can track you down. Are you drawing her persona? What are you drawing? I'm not drawing her persona. So, when Bella Mate's mates, I don't know what her name is, sorry. Bella was on here earlier. Yeah, we're doing a annual art competition. I'm drawing her character. It's like a self-insert into a game both her and I really like. I haven't played it yet. It's called Tears of the Kingdom. I know nothing about the lore because I haven't played it yet and I really didn't want to spoil it for myself, but basically they're like giant magical wolf people. So yeah, probably a furry. I will not track anyone down. You threatened me with tracking me down before. How do I shade? Why is everything on the same layer? Oh boy. Yeah, living friend. Wait, obviously. Yes, sure. Threatening me is very loving. Are you just going to girls' camp at the end of the month, or your brother who went? Not to sound creepy or anything. What Christian tradition are you from? Like, denomination, or... Yeah. Hi, Star Gift. Did you see Dylan and Dad? Sorry, talking about personal matters because I haven't... Yeah. My family may or may not have just gotten back to their home. As a result, as a response to your question, I think if you're talking about denominations, Jeremiah, I was raised non-denominational. I don't know what my family tradition is. I think probably like German Orthodox. Although, if I were to say what my grandma believes, probably, you know, just, she's probably also non-denominational. I don't like calling myself non-denominational, though, because I feel like that's become its own denomination now with its own beliefs, which it's like, wait, why, that's besides the point, or that's against the point. I know that kid. Yeah. Small world, innit? If I were to describe myself, I usually just say I'm Protestant because I don't like associating myself with anything. I also like saying I try my best to follow what the Bible says on everything, and when it comes to like matters of conviction, I just do my own thing. I don't really follow a church or a tradition or anything. 'Cause I'm my own person, you know. Not sure what tradition do you participate in? Oh. Again, I guess you could just call me non-denominational. I haven't done nearly enough research into all of this to know which one I align with the best. I guess I just have my own set of beliefs and I stick to them. I feel like if I was to choose an actual denomination, I'd probably be closest to Baptist. Small world and your friends actually care about you. True that. But neither of you were supposed to find out I had a YouTube channel. Stargift found out because I couldn't make my own account. And Piper found out I don't even know how. I mean, stop saying that, okay? Fluff and Puffin found out and I don't know how she found out. She just did. Small women. Cool. I should get off in about 5 minutes, so I guess I'll start wrapping things up. Sorry, I was kind of like short notice. Last time I said it was 30 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming out. That was really, really kind of you guys. Okay, I won't say your last name then. I've said my name when I use the channel, so it's something new. So did your parents change their mind about all this? Yeah, this stream was really, really fun. I wasn't expecting it to go on for more than 5 minutes. I missed my whole stream because I had your cat on my lap. I'm sorry. Cats are more important anyways. Thank you. I was not expecting this to actually be a stream. I was gonna try out playing Roblox on stream. I guess I'll have to do that tomorrow. Sometime tomorrow. Before the stream with Sunbee. It was unexpected, but it was really fun spending time with you guys. Oh, so you just, okay. Didn't ask your parents. She's so pretty. Is that Cricket? Okay. Did she finally go out in the yard? Or is she still sitting around at home? Anyways, I should end the stream. Thank you all for coming out. It was a lot of fun talking to you guys about really weird things. I hope we can do this more often. I will probably get a schedule up at some point of like when I want to post videos and do streams and that kind of thing. Thursday, once again, I'm doing a stream with Sunby. Sometime that day, I will do a community post about what time you can expect to be there. But we're gonna be playing Creatures of Sonaria in Roblox. Is gonna be really fun because I've never played that game before at all. That's gonna be the first time I've played it, so it's gonna be fun, and you should definitely join. Yeah, thank you all so much for coming. I'm gonna leave the stream going a little bit longer just because I don't want anyone to like get cut off mid-sentence. But that's it for me. Thank you and God bless.